All right, so good evening. It's
Good
great
evening.
to have you again. How are you today,
Yeah.
guys?
Thank you. Very good. Thank you.
Okay,
Very
that
well.
sounds good. Lubomir, you're again very well. Good boy.
Nice.
What about you, Mariana? How are you?
Is it possible to be not so good? Maybe sometimes.
Yeah, believe me, absolutely.
Sometimes. But the love is the key for everything.
Okay, good. Daniel, I can see that you're laughing and smiling. How does it feel in the
I'm
car?
well. Good evening, I'm well. This is an active day for me.
Mm-hmm.
I I travel back from Yambo. I left my family there. My wife is from Yambo, so it was the first time
After the quarantine.
uh, it is permitted to um, leave Skopje and to travel anywhere without police and so
Yeah,
on.
that's very good.
We use this.
Okay, so you are opening the season. That's good.
Exactly.
All right. So tonight we will, I hope, finish, or at least begin to finish, with our chapter. We have been doing this chapter for how long? 2 months? It's become epic, but ever since I outgrew my teacher's ambitions to present a lesson every session, then check what students have learned and move on. Some lessons take longer. Some lessons need more attention. And for me, it's not a problem that we are working on the same chapter and we can see many different lessons in it. Is it a problem for you?
Not at all. We're not in a hurry.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so I could sleep tonight. So today, let's look at things a little bit differently because we were talking about the problems. We were talking about the big bags. And now we are getting to the real idea of the bags. So let's start with for the first time, I noticed how many other people in the department were carrying bags, but Peter wasn't. The next time I talked to him, I asked him, did you ever have one? Isn't it interesting? When people see their own problems, the first thing they do is see someone without a problem and ask them, have you ever had it? Kind of, we want to identify, if I have the problem, you must have it too. Is it possible to live without the problem? Because then I would feel very bad about myself. I have been cheated and I have been living with that, but you were without it? Well, Peter calmed him down. Sure did. A very big one. How did he get rid of it? For me, this is a very good question. Can you ask a person who is carrying a bag this question?
If he's in a process of working on it, maybe.
Okay, yeah, if at least if they see that there is a bag, okay?
Yeah.
But they haven't got rid of it.
No.
No. Okay, and can we ask anybody without the bag how they got rid of it? What do you think, Lubomir?
Not all, because
Why not?
we need to know a person. If the person asks first that he or she has a problem, I can talk to, but if they didn't ask, don't ask me why.
Yeah, but this is the opposite. You see that you have a bag and you go to someone without a bag. is it okay to ask anybody without a bag to help?
No,
No.
no, because at first I also need to know the person well,
Yeah.
and I suggest that maybe it will be my manager or my friend or my
Or
relative,
wife?
my wife, of course, but not everything, not everyone.
Okay, why not? If a person doesn't have a bag, doesn't it mean that they're perfect?
Not really, because it depends on the case. I saw this person without bag, but maybe he or she also had a bag. Have a bag.
Yeah, but when you deal with the bag, doesn't it mean that everything is fine and you are the perfect
No.
person, you can help everyone?
No, we can find a small bags. No, we need to
Okay.
manage with the big one. But I think that one person grown and develop, I think that we need to change to learn more to deal with our problems, because when we have big problems, we don't see small one. I
Okay.
think that first we need to deal with a big problem, and after that we can see small baggage or wallet. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, maybe a wallet, or maybe it's a backpack and you don't
Backpack, yes. But I
okay.
think that all the time
Interesting.
we need to learn more and
Uh-huh.
develop.
Okay,
That's my
Steffi, what do you think? Do you think that we can trust people without bags because they have dealt with everything, they're perfect?
I think that we could ask somebody who has no bag only if this person already showed that he or she is ready to support or to help. Otherwise, there is a risk to get explanation or to get an answer which would not be satisfactory.
Satisfactory, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, my point is, do you think that we could get to the point where we have no bags and we are kind of absolutely free of our past and our problems in the past? Do you think it's possible? In the book,
No.
yes. But
In
in
the
real
book.
life,
With our own powers, it's not possible for me.
we
Yeah.
keep up. So I believe it's a process, and this is what is called maturity. We grow and develop and we take things out of the bag, but I don't believe that we will ever get to that place where we have no bag at all. For the sake of the book, it's a very good illustration. But like Lubomir said, maybe it's a wallet, maybe it's a small backpack, maybe it's something we still carry. But even if we don't, it doesn't mean that we're perfect, because there's no one who is perfect. And yes, when we deal with our past, because I realized all the painful memories from my childhood were in the bag. So isn't it interesting how many people today focus on it's just here and now. Forget about the past. Don't let your past determine your future. Live for the moment. Look ahead. Don't look back. It all sounds very good. Why do you think there are all these kind of philosophies, doctrines, teachings? Why? Doesn't everybody know that we have so much baggage that we carry? Isn't it quite obvious?
Without history, we don't have a future.
Okay, that's very philosophical.
Yes, because
Okay.
I think that is real life. Yesterday I watched one of my favorite films, The Beautiful Mind.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
yeah, it's a good example of how we can learn how we can live with our past.
With a very big bag.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I think that this is it's very useful, and I thought that, and I agree with this sentence that we need to learn how to live with our past. Maybe we can manage, we can try to, but we don't. Mm, we don't live without our past.
Okay.
I
Steffi,
think.
what do you think?
I've seen the movie, of course.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites, really.
Yeah, but let's not switch to the movie.
Yeah.
Let's
About
try to get, why do we have all these crazy ideas? Isn't it kind of normal for everyone to know that you cannot escape from a past?
Yes.
I think you cannot escape.
Yeah, but why do so many books are sold? So many seminars are held? So many schools are being established? Millionaires and billionaires.
But they also had a fund the background. Without background, how we can in the air?
What kind of background?
Our background is our past. It's a process. Everything is our nature. Is our work is processing.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
We
we
don't
all
have. We
agree.
have start. We can different stages, different.
Yes, this is normal logic, but why
Yeah.
do so many people make huge dirty money out of selling all these lies?
I'm sorry, but it's not.
This is my
work for me.
question. Why are so many people buying it?
Maybe there are a lot of people that would like to forget about the past and would
Yes.
like to believe that they can start from now and
Yes.
go only straight and further.
Very good point. I believe that you have two options. You either deal with your past, learn to live with it, or get rid of something, or you sweep it under the carpet and you try to ignore, you try to say that it's not there, but it stinks all the time. It's there. So this is what is really shocking for me, how infantile people can be to believe these crazy teachings. You cannot live outside of your past. Like Lubomir said, it determines who we are. It determines our future. You either need to look back and deal with it and learn your lessons to move on, or in fact, you are stuck and you cannot move and develop. This is really painful because many people are like children living in bodies of adults, but in fact, they're absolutely emotionally, mentally, spiritually, they are children, they're babies. Something happened and they stopped their development. And they speak good words, but they cannot live them because they don't have the power. Power comes when you deal with it. How did Ned deal with his bag? What happened here? Steffi, could you read, please? I did.
So I did what he suggested, and she gave me the same treatment. I soon realized that all the painful memories from my childhood were in the bag. The memories had caused me to believe lies about myself that were disrupting my adult life. The counselor helped me understand that I drank to dull the pain coming from all the bad memories in the bag. Over several months, we
emptied the bag
and corrected all the lies that I had believed about myself.
Thank you. So, how did the bag go? This person needed help. Someone from the outside to confront the lies. There are lies that we start believing. You're good for nothing. What happened to you it will never go away. You failed, you're a failure. You could never do anything good because you're a loser. What they did to you was right because you don't deserve anything better. These are lies. And because we were in that bad emotional condition, we accepted them. And they started shaping our life. This is the bag. Lies that become behavior. And unfortunately, it's extremely unlikely for people to deal with the lies themselves because they become part of who we are. We believe them. It takes a very long process to get rid of the lies. This is what I'm trying to do at Mentoring Club, to confront many lies that people believe because of culture, because of commercial books, seminars, all that stuff. Everybody's selling what people want to hear. But in fact, they encourage the lies. Go to the mirror in the morning and say, I'm beautiful. Okay, you can say it 50 times, but you believe that you're not. So, okay, you repeat it 50 times, maybe for the next 1 hour, you start believing it until you see someone who is prettier and you immediately say, yeah, I knew it. I'm not pretty. Tell yourself in the mirror, I am successful. Well, you know that your boss hates you, that your manager says you're good for nothing. Tell whatever you want in the mirror, it won't come back because you believe lies, you buy something. And this is what is really shocking for me. We became kind of society that will look for quick solutions. Getting rid of the bag is a process. It takes time. People don't want processes. They want to push the button and get the Coca-Cola can. They want to push the button and get the chocolate bar. Okay, no product placements, but okay, sorry about the advertisement. I hate that drink, but it's so popular. So quite often it happens because people want the quick fix. And getting rid of the bag, getting rid of the past is a painful process. I remember one of my mentors, when I went to this school of inner healing, healing of emotions, of past memories, she said something very interesting. People are like onions. You need to peel one layer, there are a lot of tears. Then you peel another layer, a lot of tears. And one by one, you get rid of those layers, but it's a long process. You cannot cut the onion in half because that's how you damage it. You need to take those layers little by little. Like Shrek said, I am like an onion. He meant something different, but yeah, I think that was a good metaphor because it's a painful process. It takes a lot of tears. It takes courage to confront things that you have believed for such a long time. And maybe we will continue because I believe it's very important to talk about this. What about you personally? Have you found yourself believing in a lie, let's say recently, in the last 2 or 3 years? Have you got yourself believing in some lie?
Of course, yes.
Okay, Mariana, thank you for being honest. How did you feel when you understood that you believed in a lie?
I felt that I lost lots of time doing the wrong thing.
Yeah. Did you feel angry with yourself?
No, I just felt sorry for, like, it could be different.
Yeah. Okay. Then what about you guys, Lubomir, Steffi, Daniel?
Yes, I also, when I thought about it, but I'm not angry because it's a good point to when I realize that I live with wire, and if I realize that I try to change that and I try to deal with. This is not make me
Okay,
angry.
was it something that you had believed for a long time, or it was something smaller?
I'm not sure, but I know that I change myself all the time.
Okay.
And, I
So these are
recognize
small adjustments, small
lies,
lies. Okay.
maybe.
Mhm.
I'm sure that after few years I can realize other thing that maybe it will be a big lie. I'm not sure.
Lie, not liar. Yeah, lie.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. Steffi, what about you?
I cannot think of something particular, but for sure there are such.
Well, if you can't remember, so then
Yeah.
it's not there.
No, this is
No?
not. This is not true.
I know, you're perfect and you have no bag. I
No,
know, I
no, no.
know.
Of course I do. Of course I do. Just cannot think of something in particular that that I had in the past few years.
Yeah.
Just to give it as an example. I
Okay.
don't know. There were many things, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Just
Okay. Daniil, can you remember something just recently that you've caught yourself believing in some lie?
Actually, I believe in a lot of lies during the years, but I concluded that I have to accept my past, and
Okay. So does it mean that you need to accept those lies?
I'm no at all.
No. So what
But
do you do?
I mean, my past, to accept my past means that I accept what happens to me, not the lies I accepted.
Okay.
Okay, I cannot change my past in that way. In this meaning, I mean that
Yeah. Okay.
I
So you
accept it.
accepted the facts, but you didn't accept the lies that usually come to interpret the facts. For
Okay.
example,
So,
a person can go through a car accident and it's the
uh-huh.
fact. But then the lie comes, it was your fault. But I was just sitting in the car. Yeah, but you didn't talk to the driver. If you were talking to the driver, maybe he wouldn't fall asleep. So it's your fault. And this lie can really change
Oh,
your
no.
whole perspective on life, yourself, people around you. And usually these are things that fill our bags. And yeah, you said something very good. We need to accept the facts, but we need to confront the lies.
My teacher, for example, yes.
Okay, good point. But unfortunately, your line is very bad and you are breaking up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better now, I guess. Yeah.
My
Yeah.
dad told me that I can finish in the jail, and I didn't accept it. It was maybe the worst, the worst skills about myself.
Yeah.
From
Wow. Yeah, that's strong. Yeah. Thank you. So we will continue digging into this because I believe there's a very good process here. We need to deal with the painful memories. First, we need to deal with the pain. Because when there's a lie, there's a lot of emotion and we need to deal with it. Quite often, we cry it out. Sometimes it would be anger. We need to release it in a good way, not go and kill people, but you can go and take a stick and you start hitting the earth to release the anger. But you need to get the emotion out of the memories to see where the lie is. Because when you have the emotion, your whole idea is distorted and you cannot understand what's true and what's not, what's right, what's wrong. Because let's face it, no single person on the earth has a memory of the facts. We don't remember facts. We remember how they affected us. We remember the emotion. We remember the feeling. We remember the impact of the fact on us. And when they say, well, this is the objective reality, it never is. That's why we need 4 or 5 people to talk about the same thing. Maybe we get an idea, but they all have a different version. So we don't remember facts. We remember, our memories are connected with emotions. And when you have a painful memory, it means there's something in the bag. Hurt, pain, abuse, any form of violence, whatever. And yeah, like Daniil said, it could be verbal abuse. Quite often, it was teachers, parents, friends, many people, even from the mass media. They can really pronounce things upon you, and if it's often enough, you start believing it. So we will talk about our mind filter. We need to put a filter not to accept those things, but it's really hard. But how do we deal with those memories? So we will talk next time. Perhaps you can go and do a little research. Would you like to do that?
All right.
How to deal with painful memories. Perhaps you can Google and you can try to see different ways, because there are different schools. There are different counseling schools, therapy schools, and there are different ways. But let's talk a little bit. Perhaps there is something in common that we need to get to. And I would love to hear what you find out on emptying the bags. I've been taking you on this long journey to get to this point, to start getting stuff out. And when we learn how to do that, perhaps we could help a lot of other people. Because people need help to deal with their past. It's very hard to do it on your own. So, thank you guys. Next time you will be the active part, because you will present what you have found out. I'm sure you can share a lot. So we will discuss on emptying the bag, getting rid of stuff. And I'm getting ready to celebrate, because this is really wonderful when you empty the bag. That's when you have restored marriage. You become an easier person to live with. You could concentrate, you could be productive, creative. Your colleagues and co-workers start getting along with you better. Isn't that a wonderful life? I think it's worth celebrating. So we're getting there. And Steffi, because she's there and Lubomir is there, maybe you could tell us next time. Okay? You do your research, guys, and next time you will do the talking. Okay? Thank you so much, Mariana. I know that you can surprise me, and I know that you will Google, because you are very much into research.
Well, I need to audio unmuted or muted, it said.
Yes, you are unmuted now.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to do it.
Yes, please, because I'm sure you can find out very interesting things.
But I have to do my best
Yes,
to
you
take
will.
the exam, you know?
You will. You will. Okay, and Daniil, if you find the time, I would really appreciate it. So any help and support is more than welcome. Next time, you will be the lecturers. So see you next Monday, guys.
You. Thank you very much.
Bye, and have a great evening.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't think about the bags. Think
Yeah.
about what comes after the bags. Yeah! Bye.
Bye bye.